Hello folks, and welcome back to Battle for Azeroth. Sincerely hope you're enjoying the series. I've had to take a bit of a break from it. I'm still not really over the break. I'm just burnt out as all hell with it. The amount of Legion I played, I was just churning it out. Sorry, I was eating one of my own hairs there. Let's see, this is the issue with not being, bald, But anyway, somehow I don't think the Kojak look would suit me. Who loved? Damn it! I have a joke. I have a joke lined up there in my mind, but I feel it's one of the ones that don't work when you say it. It works in your head, kind of one. Who apparently, I remember research from what Mum was saying. His tagline or his catchphrase or whatever was "Who loves you, baby?" Not that haircut. Not that haircut. At least as far as I'm concerned. Well, for me, for me. So, yeah, I had to take a break from this. Just burnt out as all hell. And the game isn't doing anything to really alleviate that. All it is island expeditions for mediocre rewards. Do mythic dungeons for the possibility of a reward that might possibly be good for you. The raiding, which is fun, except when people decide to blare copyrighted music. So, certainly, like with YouTube, you might get punished for having copyrighted music. Oh yeah, I disconnected last time, didn't I? Yeah, the internet was then gone for a couple hours afterwards. There's apparently some fault in our line. We'll be getting a tech round eventually to get it fixed. Ooh. Huh. Another week of old deer. What am I saying? Oh yes, I was just saying how burnt out I am. Like it's just run island expeditions for shitty rewards, run mythics for the potentiality of a reward that might be useful for you. It's just same garbage again and again, and there's no quests for me to do, really. There's some random little side quests here, but that's it. Like it's when I hit level 110, I started the Surmar quest line, and I was just generally much more interested. Certainly, part of it is me being burnt out immensely, but also part of it is there's very little new content for me to deal with. All of it is just mindless busy work. So there's a reason why I've popped on now, rather than just bitch about this. And that reason is simple. The Horde has finally taken Arati Highlands. So they've gotten the weaker side of it. Basically, it seems like the faction that doesn't hold it gets the actual better rewards from it. They have a better chance of getting really, really good shit for not holding the warfront. Apparently, because remember people putting it, basically the Horde got a gear advantage out of it, and they were claiming that. They were claiming that all the groups that were doing really well on Uldir were all Horde groups because of that gear advantage. No idea if that's true, but basically I'm hoping it is, so I can buff myself up without having to do mythics. Also, and of interest. No. Fabulous. Ooh. And all the troops were replaced with these people.
Greetings.
A well-trained army will only get us so far, Palnai. We also need money, food, and supplies to keep our army funded, fed, and ready to fight. Alliance coffers fund most of the war effort, but the rest is paid for by the hard working citizens like you and me. We'll sell up those purse strings, do what you can for the Alliance.
Be careful.
Ooh, 35% already. That's going up fast.
Light blessing. bless you. Looking for something specific?
We are part of a great effort. We are to stand together in the battles to come. Not giving you 10.
Hey there.
Only 100? As we begin final preparations, we'll be setting aside additional funding to ensure further training supplies are available at a moment's notice. We would like to make a donation. How generous of you, Palnai. 100 gold's nothing. 60 great sea catfish. If we're going to make sure our allies are well fed and full of fish, we need to make sure our stockpile is ready. If you find yourself swimming in an abundance of catfish, we'll be happy to send them along to our stores. Have a keen eye for quality when it comes to handcrafted items. Looking for one item in particular that may be of use to us in the battlefield.
No time for dallying.
In battle, those who are victorious march to their beat of the same drum. Let's say we provide our allies with a little drumming of our own.
How are you?
You look like the kind of lad that ought to be carrying lots of ore around with you. You got any to spare? Aha, I knew you were the type. I could tell by the way your breeches were sagging a bit low. Really, 60 for 500? No, I'm sorry, that is in no way worth it.
What can I do for you?
That is disgusting. The audience appreciates your generosity, Palnai. You pushed us that much closer to victory.
Go with honor, friend.
Stalwart navigation.
Pleased to meet you.
Incendiary ammunition. Permanently upgrades the ammunition of a ranged weapon, sometimes dealing additional fire damage to your target when dealing damage with range attacks. Attaching this device to a ranged weapon causes it to become soulbound. Cool. Didn't know that was even a thing.
You need something?
20 coastal potions.
How about you?
Need help?
15 deadly soul stones.
You have the eye
Or scrolls of intellect.
traveled much.
So here's some named guys. Charlie Chambers, Joe Millard, Eric Covington, Titus Varney, and Andrew Varney. No idea who they're meant to be. Like, they're fair chance to a reference, but I don't know who all. So I could get a nice chunk of, Azurite there, which is nice. It's nice. But it's not quite what I was expecting.
Look to the shadows.
Okay, so what did I get? So I got 150. No, that was from earlier. So, Azeroth War after Orderon. Oh yeah, it was those tables. 250. Sorry, 550 Admiralty Rep. 475 Storm's Wake Rep. And 200 7th Legion Rep. If only could get some champions or seekers.
It's Shaw. Matthias Shaw.
So I can't send that. Were they always there? I don't remember them being there. You know, I could go and buy this shit,
Day to you.
but it's so expensive.
Hello.
Alright, it's too dangerous for travel. Portal access will be restored once we've regained control of Stromgarde.
Farewell.
Okay, that's new. And annoying. Huh. So we can travel through time there. Cool. Okay, I'm a bit at a loss. It's just people making it sound like there's a lot more to it. You know. You know, than just this. You know?
What's on your mind?
So, here, I'm gonna go look this up because I'm curious. Hey, folks. I was looking at the Warfront stuff there, and I don't know. I'm not seeing where the people were coming from. Maybe they meant the Warfront, like when you like certainly this isn't what they were talking about. These only offer you rep, nice chunk of rep at that, much more than you get from a normal war quest. Oh, there's a constable. Well, actually, no. Was he the one who gave him trouble before? No. Oh, I have no clue anymore. Yeah, not the contributor. Maybe it's when you actually join in the battle. Maybe when you join in battles, apparently you can get 340 gear from it. Maybe that's what they meant. It just, I know, the way they made it sound made me think it was a larger scale thing. Like it was a... like you got gear off, you know, turning stuff in, or, you know, something, you know? So, alright. It's not too bad, so. It just, whatever I was hearing made it sound worse than it actually was. That's all. So that's fine. I feel a bit silly, but yeah, I was just saying what I'd heard. So also apparently these are somewhat randomized, what we get. This guy wants fish. But over in the US side he wants meaty haunches. So, yeah. Won't be turning in many of these. Because, like, he wants 60 ore for 500 stuff? No. That is way too much. Doesn't mean I can't really take much advantage of this, but still. Also, you can only ever do it once. Per contribution cycle, you can only turn in these stuff once. So, yeah, basically it seems that the rewards are... the gear rewards people were talking about was just when you take the city, when you're fighting to take the city directly. Then that's when they're talking about rewards and gear rewards, and it's all 940 bits. So, well, not 940, 340. 940 would be ridiculous. You know, with the gear crunch. Astley. So yeah, it doesn't seem as bad. I was thinking like you could just, I remember how when I turned in that one quest back in Rathi, I just got a chest to gear. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we got that from turning in these contributions, but no, it's just a bit of Azerite, chunk of 500, which is nice, and 150 rep. Both of them are quite nice, though it's the costs for them are a bit steep. So yeah, it's not quite as bad gearing wise as I thought it was. So, okay. Let's go turn this stuff in.
Come, let us Palnai. Come back anytime.
Okay. I'm really not seeing anything to do right now. Could go do these, but that's implying I even care enough. Like, I'm just seriously burned out on all this. It just feels like such a fucking bother, you know? If only there was some actual content to this, you know? If only there was some actual fucking contest to the actual fucking expansion. Apparently the next patch is coming on the PTR soon. So that's something. Probably try and do some mythics tomorrow. Need some extra gear. Or maybe some islands. But yeah, I really can't bring myself to play anymore right now. Yeah, I can't bring myself to play anymore. It's just so goddamn boring. So, actually, yeah, the thing swaps over. I might be able to get stuff out in Arati. It's now much more of a bitch to get there. Bloodgate? You know what? Nah, I'm not gonna bother. I was thinking I could head to Arati and see about, you know, killing some rares, even grouping up with randoms. But I just can't be bothered. This just feels like such an empty expansion. And while I'm immensely burnt out from Legion, the game's not helping in the slightest. It just feels like there's nothing here. There's nothing to it. It's actually a serious letdown. Right now, it's the weakest expansion thus far. It's worse than Kata. It's worse than Wad. Just personal opinion right here. Personal view. It's subjective as all fuck. It's the weakest expansion thus far. Suppose. Huh, custom same in either case. Let me just see, maybe there's something here that will be of interest.